In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to calculate overtime hours in Microsoft Excel. This is a very simple and useful Excel formula that can help you compare two time values and return overtime only when it actually exists. If you're tracking work hours, shift extensions, or any time-based records, this method gives you a quick way to calculate extra time without doing the math manually. To get started, go to the cell where you want the overtime result to appear. In this example, that cell is D2. Once you're in D2, enter this formula, equals IF open parenthesis C2 greater than B2, comma C2 minus B2, comma 0, close parenthesis. What this formula does is check whether the missed value in C2 is greater than the value in B2. If it is, Excel subtracts B2 from C2 and returns the difference as overtime. If it isn't, Excel returns 0. This is helpful because it prevents negative time values and ensures that only actual overtime is shown. Let's break that down a little more clearly. The IF function is asking Excel to test a condition. The condition is whether C2 is greater than B2. If that condition is true, Excel calculates C2 minus B2. If the condition is false, Excel displays 0 instead. That means if the ending time or overtime threshold in C2 does not exceed the value in B2, you won't accidentally get an incorrect result. After entering the formula, press enter. Excel will immediately calculate the overtime hours for that row. If your cells are formatted correctly as time, the result should display as a time value. If it doesn't look right, one useful tip is to check the cell formatting and make sure it's set to a time format that matches your spreadsheet. This approach is especially useful when you have many rows of time data to review. Once the formula works in D2, you can copy it down through the rest of the column to apply the same overtime logic to additional entries. That way, Excel does the repetitive work for you and keeps your calculations consistent. And that's it. With just one IF formula, you can calculate overtime hours in a clean and reliable way in Microsoft Excel. It's quick, practical, and easy to reuse anytime you need to compare time values and return overtime only when the extra hours are greater than the standard amount.